Hi. We only have 24 hours in a day. And if you and I are not using it to do what we love or what people around us need, then we need to consider if what we are spending our time on is actually worth it. And today I'm going to be sharing with you briefly how to connect and how to convert your time and your energy into wealth. And the reason why I'm doing this is just an offshoot of last weekend, where I had the privilege of spending quality 372 hours with one and only my mentor, Myron Golden, and they just concluded Offer Mastery Live in Tampa, Florida. And the reason why I'm bringing this training across is because every one of you out there listening, I have this submission to make for you. One of the reasons why you have been stuck or why it's difficult for you to figure out what you need to do next is because of what I'm going to be sharing. Because if you and I can understand the concept of time and the energy that we put into whatever we are doing and the purpose and the intentionality that aligns with it, we're going to make a whole lot of difference in our life. And I want you to picture it in this place. Let's start with the light bulb moment, with the fact that you and I, we are in a marketplace. Whether you are working for an organization or whether you're an entrepreneur or whatever space you have found yourself, we are constantly engaged in a marketplace. And what is a marketplace? A marketplace is a place whereby you either you give value or you receive value. It's an exchange. It's a place where you exchange. And so if you find yourself not actually buying anything, maybe you are the receiving end, then there's something actually that you are giving out that somebody is in need of. And that exchange, where that takes place, is called the marketplace. And you and I already, whether we are aware of it or not, we are already in a marketplace. And when we understand the concept of marketplace and what it can do for both you and I, we begin to reframe how we position ourselves. The reason why I want you to pay particular attention to this is because I will share a short story with you about the fact that when you learn what time management is and how you can position your energy well in it, you're going to see a whole lot of change that will come to your pace. Let me start by telling you the fact that you should never define your present by what happened to you in your past. And you should always learn to define and align your future by your present. And why I'm saying this, because when you look at the concept of time and what we are doing now, it's a reflection of your past, of your present, and of your future. And if you're ever going to be able to learn how you can connect and convert your time, your energy, and everything you have going for you to become something that can bring about a future that you desire, then the only place you can start off from is now, your present. And when you get the understanding of the architecture that you need to do with your mind, that can help you see how you will never again define your life based on the product of what happened in your environment, your upbringing, every of the sorrow and every of the sorry case and every of those story of woes that characterize your past, that keep coming back to rob you of your present energy, that can help you to look at the future and say, this is me actually. This is how I want to be defined. This is the kind of person that I want people to know me with. And let people start defining you with that future. When you get this, it will help you get rid of your past pain, of your past rejection, of your past failure, of your past I don't know how to do this, of your past, all those story of, you're always a victim. And that is what happened to me. Before now, let me share my story with you. In 2022, I was almost rock bottom, and I decided to take some certification, to do some training in project management, in Scrum Masters, because I was actually positioning myself to become a coach, an agile coach. And after a series of interview done with my certification, I did that for almost going to 7 months, 8 months plus, and no job was coming. And what happened? I started flowing back into the negative energy of my yesterday. I said, you're not good enough. Nobody is going to hire you. You don't have what it takes. You cannot even go round the second round. So what are you wasting your time for? And I was almost going to end up. Every day I can remember lamenting, crying and wailing and telling myself, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. Whereas lying in this same me is a version of me that has the ability to connect to my world, because I've already before then started to do some little here and there, positioning myself, in the space out there, because I want you to know that when you fail to believe in yourself, one of the greatest enemy that is playing around your space is that enemy that makes you to believe you are not good enough. And when you start contemplating, and when you don't know what it means for you to start implementing, the enemy of implementation is contemplation. So during those phases when I was not having those interviews, I could still remember vividly some of my friends that would come to me and ask me to coach them on how to, how to be stage, how to be camera free, to be free from being shy, you just engage. And this has always been there for me because of the fact that I've always been doing some of videos, trainings that I've been doing, and I did not know how to harness that. I was just constantly defining myself. Whereas in that marketplace, I was already attracting some people that could see the value that I was not appreciating, that it is valued enough. And that is why I want to stop to tell you that, see, until you begin to learn to place value on all that you have and everything that you've got going well for you, and stop looking out there and running after what is not lost, you always find yourself defining yourself lesser than who you are meant to be. And anytime you engage in belittling what you have and not engaging and relating and seeing how you can connect with that inner power of you, that superpower of yours, you always lose out of the marketplace of what it takes for you to communicate value, whereby you can become someone that people can begin to exchange money for what you already have inside of you. And so it starts with you reframing your mind. Reframing your mind, having the right attitude with regards to what you already have, with all the treasures and all the ideas that is inside of you. That you being able to come to a point where you know that I appreciate that you are valuable, and it comes from the place of you knowing who you are. And there's no how you can know who you are if you don't take time to find out and discover what are those things that people actually connect with you on a more easy note. When you discover those things, it's going to be a journey that is easy. See, I wrote this book November 2022. I finished everything and I got it launched January 2023. And I can tell you more from this book. The reason why I'm talking about this is because of this subtitle: how you can make sense of your life, of your purpose, and of your vision. The story I shared with you, how I was lost in that dilemma of me believing that because I could not get a job in the IT space, that I was a failure. And how just taking an idea from my mentor, paying attention to that mentorship, and being able to identify that there is actually something about my past that is beautiful if I position it well, that can make my current, that can align me in my current day-to-day reality, to position me for that future that I was taking to be far away. Maybe in 5 years, I will make it. Maybe in 2 years, I will get the job. Maybe in 1 year, in a year, I will finally see the person that will connect me to that person. Until I connected the dots to what is currently inside of me, the current thoughts, the current idea, and the current attitude that I needed to position myself. That was when this book got birthed. And I can tell you, from the beginning of this journey to connecting the dots to getting myself visible to the world that needs what I have inside of me, by deciding to write this book, This was the moment that the whole life of mine changed for the best. And I can tell you from this book, my book got me into the 50 states in the United States of America. There are so many states that I have not been to, but just deciding to put this book out there, a lot of people got to know about me, about who I stand for, and about what I did. And I can tell you, from the moment this book was launched into the world, I started getting the attention of the people that actually need my service. Because I will tell you, every one of us, we are not sent to everybody in the world. There is a particular audience. There is somebody, and somebody, if you are the person listening to me and watching this video now, I want you to please give me this attention. Because you might just have been the past me, that me in 2022 that wrote myself off, that told myself I am not valuable, that told myself nothing in me is fashionable, nothing in me is desirous for somebody to pay to look onto. But I tell you today, with the reversal of that frame and with the realignment of what my present can attract, if I look at what the future looks like, and I can draw my mind in alignment to believing that everything is possible, I tell you how this saved me. By tailoring and packaging and positioning myself, I was able to reach the people who needs to get their message out there the same way I was able to get my own message to the world of the people that needs to get it, and how they are able also to inspire and change their own life. I can tell you, within a space of a year, by getting my voice and getting my signature message, I am now helping aspiring authors, aspiring entrepreneurs, coaches, consultants, and everyone that desire to get their message out there and don't know how to. And I have a signatory message and course that can help you distill your voice, distill your skills, distill your stories and your expertise in form of a book. Then once you can get this done, you are on your way to finding the visibility, to getting the authority, to getting yourself positioned and becoming the go-to person that people can reach out to you, to getting your voice out there. And so if there's anything I want to leave you with before I close today, is the fact that your money problem, and everything you look around to that looks like shortage, the fast way to implementing and getting attention that you need in the world we live today is by getting your voice out there through books. Packaging your voice, packaging your skill, packaging your know-how. Because every one of us has gotten something valuable that is inside of us. You have gotten an experience, you have gotten a story that when you put it together, you are going to be liberating generations to come. And why do you want to hide it? Why are you not going to spend that time you have in your 24 hours, spending it in seeing how you can use it to help the people you love, the people you care for, and those people that are waiting to learn from your years of expertise? Why can't you package that into a system that can liberate them and help them also to find a pathway to becoming the best self, to becoming who God has called them to become? This will be the greatest moment in your life when you eventually learn to unleash that thing that is inside of you. And I want to give it out to every of you watching, and I want to tell you, you can do it. Look at this book. Just look at the t-shirt I'm wearing. This weekend, we got these 2 books launched. Finding You. In fact, as a matter of fact, if you have an entrepreneur, you are a mother and you're watching me, and you have a teenager in your house, and you're looking at how you can help best enhance their purpose, I would like you to see. This is a story of my 13-year-old daughter. She was actually 13 when she got this book written, and she got it launched on her 14th birthday last month. And this book was launched a week ago. Finding You. This book was launched also by my husband. And I have a lot of my clients that have had their book. Look at this. This book was launched March this year. One of my clients got this book on launch. They have more that I want to share. This is a story by another client of mine. And I am showing this because it is doable. You can do it. This is a workforce professional that decided to write about his experience and how everyone that is stuck currently can see how they can unearth all their lessons, all the knowledge and all the skills they've gathered in their lifetime as an employee to unearth something great. That is Tunde Ogunje for you. I don't want to bore you because I want to keep it short. Look at this. This is another book written by another client of mine, Dr. John Itakwe, who happens to be a pastor. So I'm telling you that this is a reality, that the world that we live in has been digitalized. And these are the days that you don't want to hide under those excuses. Oh, I don't know who, I don't know. You can't, the world has been redefined. That wherever you are, the geography of where you can talk and engage with the world has now been opened up. That whether you are in your corner, right there in the shores of Africa, or here in the West, in the shores of the United States or Canada, anywhere you find yourself, you can engage from there and your voice can be heard. Forget about the geography. Let's learn. Let's sit back and learn how we can position ourselves actually with what God has put inside of us. Yes, that is what is. And if you find yourself in doubt on how you want to start, that is why I want to engage with you. I want you to open up. I am here to help you unlock that that is in that of you that has been waiting, that you've been waiting for how to start, how to unleash, how to go about it. So at the below in the description of this video, you are going to find how we can sit down together and have a clarity session on what lies ahead and how you can start to reframe your future you to become the present standpoint where you can begin to build and paint a picture and stop visiting your story of woes and put your past where it actually belongs and welcome your future you that is bold, that is smart, that is vibrant, that is full of hope, energy, and is able to harness everything that is available for you so that your world can thank you for coming. I can't stop loving you, and I look forward to an engaging time and moment with you where the history of your life begins with communicating from your point of strength and not of weakness. Thank you for watching. Until I see you next time, keep it real and unlock that dream because your world is waiting for you. Bye for now. Don't forget to like and share, and this is your first time, please make sure you subscribe. See you. Bye.